We are live.
Not yet.
We aren't live.
Haven't kicked
We're
on yet.
almost live. We're still live on TikTok, though. Here we go. Slammer. Slammer. That's me. Slammer.
Oh,
Woo!
look at that dance.
Yeah, let's go.
He's got the moves this week.
Man, woo. Man, you cut it off too fast, man.
Oh.
It's all good.
We're good. Okay.
It's all good.
My bad.
You'll have to join in for episode 18 next week, and I'll dance some more.
I was kind of scared. You were getting a little too carried away.
I
there.
was. I love to get carried away. Welcome. 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 Welcome.
Wow.
We are live on Facebook on the Slammer page. We are live on TikTok. On the Slammer Mania TikTok page.
Yeah, if you didn't join us on there, you missed a whole,
Man,
25
actually,
minute.
That was pretty enjoyable,
Yeah.
really, man. We've had a
little
we
pre-show.
Got a bunch of new followers. We had a bunch of people asking questions and stuff, and we even got a comment that said they had to filter stuff out for community standards. I'm not quite sure what was getting said.
I'm
but
having a feeling it may have been JSO on there.
JSO, get out of here, man. Oh my gosh, I thought I was done with him. Anyway, who all's out there? Oh, hey, brother.
I need to share this.
Niter, what's going on, man? What? Need to bring people up. I'm not
need
quite
to
sure
bring
what that
people.
means.
Maybe he's talking about how they can join in on the screen that we're trying to figure out still how we want to do with Brutal Bob Evans.
Oh yeah, I need to figure that out. I want to get all that stuff on there where we can bring in a guest, and when it says like somebody's joined in and comments and all that stuff. How was Raw? It was a good time.
Oh, that's Uncle Scott.
It's Uncle Scott.
Uncle Scott. Sorry, Paige.
Oh, Paige. Oh, Paige
Oh,
isn't here.
She's upstairs watching the Brickyard 500 tonight. I don't understand. TV's more important than the Bro Show.
Yeah, I guess since
I'm not a fan of that.
she's not here, we'll go ahead and welcome everybody to the Bro Show, episode number 17.
What is that in
17
Spanish?
weeks.
What is that in Spanish?
Episode
17. El 17. Where's Ricky Cruz? He can tell us.
Ricky Cruz can tell us really fast because I got to really think about what 7 is. 7. Anyway, episode 17.
What's up, Michael?
Michael, what's up? I am your host, your mega brother, your number one brother, the people's bro. Hey, I am still 389 days, man.
How many?
389 days. The New Breed Wrestling Midwest PopCon champion
Of the world.
of the world, Bro Slam himself, Slammer. And this is my tag team partner,
Oh, his fellow road warrior for the road trip.
the Road Warriors.
I
We
like
are
that.
the Road Warriors.
I like that.
For real.
I am known around here as the Mookie of the Year, a.k.a. also known as the White Larry Bird,
The White Larry
a.k.a.
Bird.
oh my gosh, the King of Cool,
White Larry Bird, brothers.
nerd number one stepbrother, because he's the number one brother. I'm the number one stepbrother, Brother Mookie.
Yeah, welcome,
Big round of applause,
welcome. Everybody, thank you.
I see you wore your Slammer gear as always tonight.
Man, I'm always in Slammer gear.
Slammer headband.
Slammer
Slammer
bandana,
t-shirt.
T-shirt. Man,
You
I
got
got
the Slammer cut.
Slammer cut. Yeah, I
You
got
don't have the Brooksy cut.
I got it cut.
Look at that. He's even got the
cut like it's supposed to be, man. I got the foam finger over there. Got Slam Buddy behind me. Man, it's Slammer 24/7, man. If you're a wrestler, if you're not sporting your own gear and being you all the time,
yes.
I don't get it.
Hey,
Maxwell, what's up, brother?
let's see. Let's get caught up in a little bit of this chat real quick here.
Ketchup.
Let's see. Ketchup. I'll mustard you. Hold on.
Okay, mustard me, ketchup.
Michael says, "Hey, Slammer Mookie, what's up? What's
What's
up,
up,
Michael?
What's up?
I get over here so I can get on screen
Man,
here.
my nose is about to pour again. What is going on, man?
Niter Exciter,
Niter Exciter.
Niter Exciter. Big fan of Slammer. Stay tuned. Keep up watching. Promoted by Pennsylvania.
He does. Yeah. From Pennsylvania, he's big.
Herb
He's
Simmons.
a Cardillo guy.
Okay. Herb Simmons says, "Good evening,
Good
gentlemen."
evening, Herb.
Good evening, sir. Miss and love you, brother. Michael says, "Slammer, I would love to see you get a match on Raw." He must have seen your
Man,
post.
I want. That's all. I'm not asking for anything much, man. You know, when they bring out the local talent to, take a power bomb or something, sign me up.
I want
Sign
to see
me
you.
up.
I want to see you take a power bomb.
I do.
from one of those big boys on there.
I'll do it, man.
Woo!
That'd be awesome. I just want to be on Monday
If
Night
that happens
Raw
on a
in the
Monday
ring
night- if
one time.
If you take a power bomb on a Monday Night Raw, I guarantee the Bro Show will be preempted a few days it won't be on a Tuesday night.
we may be operating from a hospital room.
No, medical facility.
Medical facility. I think they can say hospital again.
Can they?
What was that? Yo,
is it a donation?
donation. Did somebody donate to the cause?
so.
Paul Hester, thank you. Send stars. Send stars now. Send us your wonderful gifts like Paul Hester just did. Because, Paul, you are the man, brother.
Oh, buddy and fellow bro of the show, Maxwell says, "What's up, fellas?"
Maxwell, what's up, brother? Will I see you Saturday night?
Scott Goodson, thoughts on Raw being 2 hours? I don't mind, but we were so used to it being 3 hours. It's kind of weird with it being 2 hours now. I really thought it was weird with it being over at 9 o'clock last night.
If you had not messaged me, I had no idea that it was a 2 hour Raw, and I did not know that 2 Raws. We had live Raw last night, and as soon as it went off the air at 9, we were there for next week's Raw that got taped. So, if you want to know what happened, I'll tell you.
Spoiler. Sean Vincent says, better than 3 hours.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I do agree because I usually don't watch Raw live. I think I've told you this. I usually DVR it because I'm not a big fan of the women's matches for the most part. I usually fast forward through those. You can fast forward through commercials and the crappier matches. Like, I'm not a Braun Strowman fan, so I can usually fast forward and skip through some of his crap. So I don't mind it being 2 hours because it cuts a lot of the crap out, honestly. But still on 2 hours.
2 hours.
They still had a 10-woman tag match. I was like, come on.
They did. I think each show had 4 matches. So you got 2 hours. You got 4 matches.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, man. I was a very big fan last night of the Gunther Sami Zayn match. I really like Sami Zayn, though. Man, Sami Zayn's best. I think Sami Zayn's the best wrestler they have.
Really?
Him and Gable. I like Gable a whole lot, too. But Sami Zayn's just awesome. He's just awesome all around. I'm just a big fan of Sami Zayn. He's awesome.
I loved him.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's who I liked.
My favorite, is still CM. Okay, well, I can say a few guys. Punk, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, that dude. After Saturday night, I mean, he's just ever since him and Punk started having their feud, man.
Uh-huh.
I know we don't usually talk about the current stuff like this, but man, he's like on a whole nother level now.
I mean,
he's just
Raw. I mean, WWE in general is just on fire.
It is, man.
Like that pay-per-view,
Yep.
the Hell in a Cell match with Punk and McIntyre. Holy crap!
I think me and you talked about that. It's like,
well,
we got to hang around till the end,
yeah,
because something's going to happen now. Because if they had that big match first,
yeah,
them other matches were snoozers. It's
Dude,
like I told
agree.
you, I said you got guys like AJ Styles, LA Knight.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Jey Uso.
He
but
wasn't even on the
He
show.
wasn't even on there. There's just so many guys that they
Other
could
than an
use.
opening match and the main event, everything in between.
Yeah.
I honestly did not care.
I mean,
about.
Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like those guys, but for some reason they're just not clicking for me right now.
And the Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, was that who?
Yeah.
I mean, that match was. You said it. You said all the stuff they do on Monday Night Raw leading up to these matches, and then the bell rings, and then it's like, no. I mean, the people weren't into
the
it.
The stories is what really makes you want to see the match. But then when, like I said, the bell rings and the match starts, you realize this ain't as good as what I had envisioned with the big build-up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just kind of peters out at the end, and that's exactly what happened.
Uso's an Intercontinental Champion. You didn't even have an Intercontinental Championship match. They could have had something. Gunther's the world champion and not even on there. I can't even remember who the other match was.
But I did notice that everybody that wasn't on the pay-per-view was pretty much on Monday night, though. Because honestly, I think everybody from Saturday's pay-per-view was banged up and probably needed the rest to have Monday off.
Man, I just know that back in the day, they had the 2 hour Raw or 2-3 hour Monday Nitro, and they just had so many matches. Yeah. I am perfectly fine with these little 5-6 minute matches. Give us a whole bunch of matches, man. Yeah. They have so many wrestlers. Get everybody on there. I'm sure there's plenty of guys to be like, I'll go out there and be squashed in 5 minutes. I want to be on TV.
Just give me some TV time.
Give me some TV time. Just, you get on TV, you might get over. And
all right, Maxwell says, Headbangers t-shirt. What's up? Real men wear skirts, buddy.
Real men do. I love the headbangers, man.
Tim Mendeville, hello.
Tim, what's going on, brother?
Heather McFarland is watching.
Heather McFarland's
Hello.
watching. Hello. I bet she's
Paul
watching.
Hester says hello, hello. Michael says, say a prayer to my brother Malcolm, a.k.a. Malcolm Mania, who's in Orlando, Florida. And we were just talking about that on the pre-show. Prayers go out to Florida. Florida's about to get hammered. It's kind of a scary situation,
Yeah.
sadly. Maxwell says, Slammer versus Bronson Reed.
Okay.
So maybe you can take those 10
Hey.
squashes off
Hey.
the top of the...
I wrestled a guy that was just as big as him last week, if you recall.
Oh, that is true.
I'll guarantee you.
You slam-
he may be bigger than Bronson
You
Reed.
scoop
Bronson Reed's
slammed
not
him.
that big of a guy.
You scoop
That
slammed him,
dude,
too.
that dude gave me a
Iron
big
Pitbull.
splash, and it was a big splash. I felt every single bit of it, but I scooped him up. I scooped him up
Yeah,
and slammed him.
You scooped him.
I did. Slammer slam.
Scooped him and duped him.
Slammer slam.
Paige McFarland, I'm not sure who that is.
I don't know. I
Uh,
don't know her.
You're only my Uncle Scott. I sense a little jealousy.
Uh-oh.
Sean
Whoa.
Benson says, come on, Slammer, Bischoff gave you that Raw spoiler. he wants you to play the part of Bischoff and give the Raw spoiler.
Oh, yeah. I can.
Randy Messon says, yeet.
Man, there was a little kid in front of us.
Oh, with the sign?
He, like me and Paige said, the kid, he was having the time of his life. You couldn't yell at him and say, hey, put your sign down. But
Yeah.
we managed to look around him. Man, he knew what everybody did. I mean, he was out there. I mean, he
Yeah.
was really getting
That's
into
awesome.
the heat. I mean, Jade Cargill came out and she did her thing. I mean, he was doing exactly.
He was out there yeeting all everybody.
He knew everybody's entrance and what they did when they came out. It was
That's
worth
awesome.
watching him. But yeah, leave your signs at home, kids.
Justin says, hey, Slammer, and hey, Mookie.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Maxwell says, excited to see CM Punk feud with someone new. I'm totally fine with him having more Drew matches, but I feel like that's probably done now.
They probably need to be done for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know who they got him lined up to.
Well,
next.
I mean, they kind of tease a little bit of him and Seth. I know him
Oh,
and Seth.
that's right, because Seth came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember when Punk first re-debuted at Survivor Series. Remember Seth threw that big fit at the end of the pay-per-view, and but then he got injured,
Yeah.
leading into like WrestleMania and all that. So kind of scrapped that. I'm assuming Seth freaking Rollins will be his next opponent.
I wonder when they'll fight, though.
Yeah.
They may have to kind of hold off on them.
Well,
for a
he's
while.
feuding
They
with,
may
he's
have
just
to-
now going to start feuding with Bronson Reed, it looks like.
Oh, that's right, man.
So
yeah, that's right.
maybe that'll give Punk some time to heal and sit home with his
Yeah.
wife that he hadn't seen and
So-
he claimed for like 6 weeks.
Tonight's drink of the night. We both got us a nice cold Glowberry Prime. We're not quite sure what a Glowberry is, but Glowberry tastes pretty good.
It's
And it doesn't glow.
tonight's episode of the Bro Show was brought to you by Glowberry Prime for all your Prime drinks and your Glowberry needs. Suck on down a Glowberry Prime.
I feel so hydrated.
That's my
Tastes
little
like it
promo.
could have grapes in it. Grapes? Kind of
I
has a green grape taste. That's
told you
probably
it's kind of a
Glowberry.
sour. I was getting maybe like a soury apple. Maybe a sour apple.
Well,
It might be
you know
great, but
what?
some kind of fruity.
It's something. I don't usually like apple. I don't taste apple, but I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's not apple.
So anybody needs to call in tonight. 1-900-99-SLAM. That's with 2 M's.
2 M's.
2 M's. Kids, please to get your parents' permission before calling in. We hope to hear from anybody tonight. 1-900-99-SLAM with 2 M's. Again, children, get all your parents' permission.
Get all your children. Get your children's permission before calling.
Little brothers, ask your big brother for permission. So, I thought we'd do something a little new tonight.
Whoa.
We're going to touch on some wrestling birthdays today.
Wrestling birthdays.
Wrestling birthdays. You know
Okay.
any wrestlers that are celebrating birthdays today?
Let's see, October 8th.
Today
I usually know this stuff by the day. These things usually.
It was kind of a lame day, but I wrote down the ones that we have.
okay.
So today, October 8th, 2024, today is Miss Diana Hart's birthday, who turns the
What?
big 6'1" today. Known as the British Bulldog's wife. Remember her being just divided by
I
Bret
remember 19.
and Bulldog.
There it is, man,
Yeah.
right on the wall. I got the poster.
She sat in that crowd. Remember, she had that brown leather jacket
Yeah,
with the
fringe. Yeah, it looked like moccasin
Yes,
leather.
yes, it did.
Yeah, she was torn. That was man. That was such a good match. Yeah, happy birthday
So
to
she turns the big 6'1"
Diana
today.
Hart. Wow.
Also, Miss Judy Martin. You remember Miss Judy Martin from the 80s?
Yeah.
Two-time WWF Women's Tag Team Champion,
Oh, wow.
along with Leilani Kai.
Leilani Kai.
Leilani Kai.
Leilani Kai.
Leilani Kai. I never can pronounce her name right.
Leilani Kai.
They were known as the Glamour Girls.
The Glamour
Remember
Girls.
them?
Yeah, yeah, heck yeah.
So, big happy birthday to Judy Martin. She turned 68
Wow.
today.
Ah, man, weird.
Doesn't that make you sound, not sound old, but make you feel old thinking of them?
It's strange.
But as a kid in the 80s, I felt like Judy Martin looked like she was 68 back then. You know, those women wrestlers from the 80s just, they look like your mom, you know? They look old already.
Yeah. As a Moolah, she was 100 in
91.
1990.
And last but not least, the guy that was rated in 2011 the PWI #1 ranked wrestler in the year 2011, none other than the two-time WWE World Champion, reality star,
The Miz, that's right. He's
The Miz,
44 today.
Mike Mizanin.
Mike The Miz, that's right.
The Miz.
Happy birthday to The Miz. They'll make Paige happy. That's her favorite wrestler.
Those are your 3 happy birthdays today.
Well,
I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought that I'd look that up.
Very good.
Let's see. In chat, Michael says, Mookie, I agree with you. I agree with you. Love the women's matches. Liv and Tiffany Stratton are my favorites.
Tiffany was getting a big old pop last night.
She has. But I'm not a big women's wrestling
fan.
Nothing against the women wrestlers. There's a lot of good women wrestlers out there, but a lot of them aren't on our television.
You know,
unfortunately.
it used to be all the girls were blonde-haired wrestlers, and now it's like the blonde-haired girls are different from everybody else. Because me and Paige was watching that first NXT match they had last night. It was the Sol Ruka, the surfer blonde girl, and she was wrestling a girl named Tatum Paxley.
Okay.
There was nothing unique about her. I said she just looks like every other girl. It's like the blonde girl, totally different.
Randy says it's Tiffy time. Maxwell says CM versus AJ with the question mark.
That'd be a good match.
That would be.
I'm sure AJ would probably be down with that too.
They may have had some matches back in Ring of Honor back in the day. I don't remember.
That'd be good to see.
Thomas Phelps says, do you all think you will see a WrestleMania at the Dome?
No.
I'm going to say no. And you're going to give your reason?
Big O emphatic no, because they like to go to destination cities. Whoa, thank you to whoever that was from.
It'll pop up eventually.
Nobody, people want to go to places like Las Vegas,
Chicago,
L.A.,
Miami,
Orlando,
Tampa.
There's not a hurricane.
My big reason is St. Louis. I never said they would even have a Super Bowl back in the day when we had a football team. Not that it's not a destination, which it's not, honestly, but there's not enough like hotel and lodge and stuff like that. And St. Louis downtown is so spread out. Spread out compared to other cities. Most cities, all your stadiums and big stuff is pretty much like walking distance to each other. St. Louis is like it seems like almost miles away from the soccer field, the baseball field, the Dome. Everything is just so far spaced out. That's one thing I hate about downtown St. Louis.
No, I agree with that.
It's not really a walking town.
Yeah. I think we'll probably we could get, we had that Royal Rumble a couple years ago. That's cool. I could see, could we get a SummerSlam? Maybe, but that's
we had a Royal Rumble. I could see a SummerSlam.
We've had a Survivor Series.
Yep.
And we've actually had a couple of Royal Rumbles now that I sit here and think about it. But, WrestleMania, though, it's just they're going to start going. They're going to start going overseas to get some of that stuff.
We got cities bidding on it now, like they do the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't see St. Louis ever spending the money to do that.
I don't either.
Maxwell says, "Do you see the WWE at the Las Vegas Sphere? That would be incredible." I watched a video of a concert.
It's pretty cool. I would like to go there.
I seen a video that somebody took in the audience. It looked like they were up in the nosebleed section, taking a video of these people that was fighting in the crowd actually at this I don't remember what concert it was, some 70s band. And, you know, as I'm watching this couple fight and security get in there, you can see the band on the stage in the background, and the whole just background is nothing but video and effects.
Is it the
And it's
Eagles?
amazing.
Has the Eagles got a
I think it was,
residency
yes.
out there?
I think it was actually.
Okay.
And it was like, I was just watching that more than the fight, which was kind of funny. And I was like, this place is amazing. It was almost like, have you ever been to one of the IMAX theaters?
No, I have not.
IMAX theaters are pretty awesome because it goes, you know, long ways. Like when you watch a movie, you almost have to kind of like go like this to see everything. But that sphere, it like goes all the way around and all the way up.
That's
and like,
cool, man.
Like you could go like this. And like this the whole time.
That's awesome.
The sphere would be
The
really
sphere.
cool.
See you, Paul. You've got to head out
Yes.
to work.
Have a good night at work. Don't work too hard, man.
Yeah. Sorry you got to go to work
Tell-
so late. Gosh,
Tell them
dang.
the bro show said you can't work too hard
Yeah.
tonight.
Take the bro show with you.
Sean
You know,
Benson says
I was just getting ready to say, when I was a little kid, I remember we went to the Science Center to watch
See, I never,
something there, and I remember those chairs. Yeah, so I guess I have been,
yeah,
but I mean that was it.
I've been to a science center a million times growing up. My parents never would pay for us to go in there and watch a movie because I think it was expensive.
Right.
And so we never got to. I never got to go. I'd just see it as we're driving by or pull up the big sphere part for the movie theater.
I haven't been to the Science Center in a hot minute.
I went a couple years ago. It sucks. It sucks anymore. I was not impressed at all anymore.
Yeah,
I was kind of sad.
be something maybe
Yeah.
go to just because it's been a while. But
I was
yeah.
happy to see the old dinosaur, the old T-Rex, and everything that has been there since there were
Right.
probably real T-Rexes on the ground. But
We
I used to
went-
love that animatronic of that.
We went to that Chicago museum a couple years ago, and they have was it Sally? Is that the dinosaur's name? It's almost a complete
I don't know. I just
freaking brontosaurus, man. And it's
the only
or maybe
dinosaur
it's a T-Rex,
the T-Rex.
and it's wild.
How many famous dinosaurs can you name?
Just that one.
Sally? See, I can go with like
Sally, I think
Barney
it's
the
Sally.
dinosaur.
Barney.
I can go Dino the
Dino.
last dinosaur. I can go Dino from
Snitch is here, man.
Snitch.
Uh,
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I will see Snitch this Saturday night.
I'm glad you're not.
be there.
I'm glad you're not have to deal with him.
You gotta watch him, man. He sneaks around that locker room, man.
a little
He's
creepy.
all.
He's a little creepy guy.
I thought, I'll see next. I'm gonna see him 2 weeks in a row. He'll be at Dynamo. He's the champion.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, is he wrestling? Is he wrestling? CJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Good time.
Oh, like I said, I don't know what it is about Snitch. He keeps. Maybe because he's just quiet like me, just off to himself. And
So Sean Vincent says it's still expensive but worth it. So maybe we should take it. Maybe we should take a trip up there.
Bro show on the road to
We'll
the
take-
Science Center.
We'll take him a WrestleMania 3 DVD and see if they can put it in. Maybe watch Andre and Hulk up on the big screen. So also we had birthdays today in pro wrestling history. I thought we'd hit this up real quick.
Okay.
Today in pro wrestling history, 30 years ago today, on Superstars, WWF Superstars, King Kong Bundy joined the $1 Million Corporation.
Oh, that's when he must have been getting all of his people, because I seen one the other day where Tatanka joined the
joined.
corporation. And
So
that's
the
when
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase
Ted
must have been in there
DiBiase.
passing out the money to all those bad guys.
his first. Let's see, he had Nikolai Volkov, and he had his little scent T-shirt.
I love this
tuxedo
tuxedo shirt.
Because he was sitting in the crowd. They're like, "We know you're down on your luck. You need a job."
Isn't that
I'll
when
give you
when
a
he started
job."
growing his hair out?
He
and had, like,
started
the
growing his
full
hair
head of
out some, yeah. So Nikolai, Tatanka, King Kong Bundy.
Oh, if you would have started naming them all, some there was more.
There's
Anybody?
like 4 or 5, wasn't there?
Yeah. And I know this too. That's a good little trivia question.
Yeah,
$1 Million Corporation.
I have to dig in the old. I'll have to get in the old files back
That's
here.
kind
and-
of a forgotten kind of little squad there.
Yeah.
And also, in 2001, Monday Night Raw happened tonight. In the year 2001, Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Kurt Angle for his 6th world title and his final world title reign.
How long did he hold that last one for?
I don't know. Well, this is during the Invasion era. So this is probably when he flipped sides to go with the WCW side. I'm not sure how long he held it for. I know he didn't hold the belt long anytime.
I know. I was just getting ready to say.
Which blows your mind
I
when you
need,
kind of think about
that's
it.
one of those things I need to Google. How long altogether
Yeah.
did he hold his 6 championships? Wasn't very long.
No.
They used to flip flop those belts so much back then, man.
Sean Vincent says, Snitch versus Ricky Cruz is one of my favorite matches to watch from MMWA. I've never seen that one. That would be an interesting match. Thomas Phelps, Slammer probably remembers wrestling at the Chase. Are you that old?
I don't know that.
I think wrestling at the Chase ended, what, in 84 or 85?
Yeah,
It would be small pups at that point.
It was probably on. Do I remember actually watching it?
Yeah. See, I actually made a wrestling post the other day on my Facebook page, surprise. And my cousin JR, Levi's brother, he commented on it, and it kind of blew my mind. I feel like I've maybe heard him talk about this in the past, but I kind of question it, but I'm not going to question him about it. He says he went with my grandpa to, hold on, we got
a call.
We got a caller. Hello, thank you for calling 1-900-99 Slammer. We are glad to take your call.
Yeah, this is Jack from Jackson.
Jack from Jackson. Welcome to the Bro Show. You're live with Bro Slam and Bro Mook.
Well, hello. Thank you for calling the Bro Show.
Well, I just got a couple questions tonight for you.
Yes.
Okay. We got time for 2 questions.
2 questions, one apiece.
Okay, so question number 1 is,
Whoa!
Hello?
He got tickled. He's getting tickled, maybe. I don't know.
Is this Jack the Tickler?
Jack.
Somebody's tickling my foot with a feather, I think.
Whoa! This is a PG show.
I'll just make this one question tonight.
Okay, we'll take it.
I don't think you've ever heard this one before.
All right, what you got, buddy?
Is Blue Cane and Undertaker really brothers?
The Blue Cane. The Blue Cane.
The Blue Cane.
His former Blue Cane now.
I think he's the
Gain now.
Is he Gain?
Gain.
Okay,
That is
I was going to say, did you see Gain?
That is him. He has changed gimmicks.
He's changed gimmicks.
That is a good question, Jack the Tickler.
From what I understand, Blue Cane is
UK,
Red
British.
Cane's
Stepbrother?
stepbrother, which would make him be the Undertaker's stepbrother.
So they're related by...
They're related by steps.
Yeah.
They're related by steps.
Is those upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
We're not too sure, but...
Well, you guys made my whole night just by hearing that.
we appreciate you calling in, Jack the Tickler.
Alrighty. I'll see you next week.
All right,
all right.
We will look forward to hearing you call.
We'll see you, Tickler.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was random. I'm glad I
I've seen a rainbow cane, yes. His name is Gain.
Yeah. That was quite an interesting call. Thank you for calling in again. 1-900-99 Slam with 2 M's.
Whoa.
Sure to get your
Reinhard
parents'
the
permission.
Hooligan, what's up, brother?
Hooligan's on TikTok.
Reinhard the Hooligan.
Reinar. I remember him.
That's part of the IEW Tag Team Champions.
One half of the IEW Tag
Did
Team
you
Champions.
know? This is going to be one of those random trivia questions down the road where you know this because you were there. Me and Corey Americana at IEW last year won the IEW Tag Team Championships.
For like 2 minutes?
They didn't even give us the belts to hold. And that no good Douglas O'Shea came out and said that match
Is that the
had
guy
to
with the
get
green mohawk?
restarted. Yeah, remember when I big booted him in the Battle Royal?
Right over the top rope.
Actually, he ended up throwing me out because
Okay, my bad.
I was turned around. But I gave him the big boot.
I'm trying to help you out, brother.
I've got a score to settle with him. But anyway, he started that match back up. Those guys threw me out of the ring and beat Corey. I don't accept that. We were the IW Tag Team Champions for a hot minute. So I think probably me and Corey should get some
rematch?
sort of a match.
Some sort of rematch here.
Throw us a bone. Throw us a bone, Douglas O'Shea. Where you at?
All right, let's see. Let's get caught up on chat here. Alex Eaton says, "What's up, Snitch?" Don't be talking to Snitch in our chat. Snitch is his name.
He's a snitch.
He reminds me of he rhymes with Snitch.
What's up, Big Country?
Big Country's here. We need Bullwhip on here.
You're welcome, Rynar the hooligan.
Let's see. Denny says, hello, Chris Slammer, SWO.
SWO, Slam World Order, brother. Where's Bro George at? Aruba.
Aruba. We need Bro George.
You know what?
Bro George.
He's busy. He's been busy here the last few weeks, but he was
like at that boxing convention.
He was.
He all kinds of stuff.
If he doesn't join in by the time this show's over, we'll hear from him by the morning because he always watches and he'll get all caught up.
He'll comment on it eventually.
Gotta meet up with old Bro George here sometime soon.
You want to do some weekly pickups here?
Just FYI, we may be seeing Hank Hogan here in a couple weeks.
Oh, baby.
I didn't tell you about that yet, did I?
No.
I had a random Facebook message from Hank Hogan, and he asked me what my upcoming schedule was, and I told him the next 2 weeks. He said the 19th might be a day. We may
Which
we may
show's
at
19th?
the Dynamo show.
Oh, God.
So there may be a Hank Hogan sighting at Dynamo Pro.
I miss him on Facebook. Did you say...
I've not seen him on there.
So what did he message you from?
From his alter ego name.
I may have to get that from you. I miss Hank Hogan. I think his Hank Hogan page got shut down.
Maybe
trademarked from
could
Randy.
be.
Randy Hogan may have went in.
Randy Hogan probably said, "Listen, brother, what do you guys think of Roman Reigns? I like Roman Reigns. Boy, I didn't for a long time though. He just got shoved down our throats forever, and then once probably the last year, I was like, man."
Unless you were a lady. The ladies always loved him because he's got that Jason Momoa Aquaman look.
He just started, I mean, it's like he was just, man, just such a good heel.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's like, kind of like Drew McIntyre. It's like, because Drew McIntyre's like, oh, man. And then all of a sudden it's like, man, he's kind of hit a stride.
Well, they let him be him.
Yeah, and I think the same with Roman. It's like, man, he had Heyman with him. And
I kind of feel like he's going to have kind of that Stone Cold Steve Austin-esque to him, where he's still going to do bad stuff. He's still going to be a bad guy, but everybody's going to love him. And he's going to be kind of like that gray character where he's kind of in the middle of being good and being bad. He'll do some good stuff to make you cheer for him.
As they say, toeing the line.
Yeah. I believe that's what we're going to be seeing from him for a while. Rachel Johnson says, I am so over Roman. What?
So over Roman.
We're just starting to get on the bandwagon of Roman.
I could see where people could be just either being way over him, or they really being like, man, I like how they're using him though. We don't need to see him all the time.
Yeah, it's very smart. Slowly reintroduce him.
That's the way it ought to be, man. When you're at that level, just bring him back.
Yeah.
Here and there, hither and thither.
Slammer.
Yo.
What have you picked up this week?
Well, first off, I have got...
But wait, there's more.
There's more. You know I'm a big energy drink fan.
Energy drinks?
But when
what is that?
The energy drink people sometimes come to find you.
Oh, so you didn't go find them?
I did not go find them. Instagram.
Sounds like an infomercial now.
I didn't know if they was real at first, but then I seen they had 500-something followers. And it's like, wow, they come and found me. All right. So, a new partnership with Slammer. I am now part of the Scooper gang. Scooper Energy. Maybe you've heard of them. Maybe you haven't. It's like a punch in the face.
I'm guessing this is a new...
This is...
Let me see one of those.
Let me explain this first off. They sent me a welcome packet. Oh, you want one of those. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. This is extra strong plus extra strong plus extra strong.
Yeah, extra strong. These are the 5 flavors they will send you. I think it's like $30, man. Well worth it. If you buy pre-workout, I'm a big pre-workout fan anyway. You usually get about 30 servings. Usually cost you $20-30 for whatever you get. Scooper Energy. These are little tobacco-looking size packets.
See, when I see these, since we were never tobacco chewers, tobacco smokers.
Yeah.
I see this. I think of as a kid. Remember how you get the beef jerky shreds?
Yeah,
you get the beef jerky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just a little canister like you did.
Bubble tape.
Bubble tape. Little jerky. Okay, these are little energy shots. I think they're 80 milligrams of caffeine, if I'm correct.
Yep.
80. Okay.
Yes.
All right. For instance, this is fresh mint flavor. There's 5 different flavors: fresh mint, cool grapefruit, iced tea lemon, iced cola, and iced tea peach.
Oh.
On the fresh, I opened the fresh mint first inside the container.
I'll read the instructions on how
Yeah,
you do
you
this.
read the instructions.
How
Open.
do you take the scooper?
How do you take the scooper?
Take
Tell.
take a scoop of the can.
Take a scoop. They're in these
Clamp
nice
it.
little pre-made packets, the perfect amount.
You clamp it under your upper lip. No chewing or sucking is necessary.
Upper lip.
So this is definitely not
Literally-
for the.
Well,
So
I'm
this
not
is
gonna take it
definitely
right
not
now,
for
but
the
I think
DX
I'll be
fans.
working out,
So no
but-
sucking.
yeah,
This is
yeah. You just put it in
no
there.
chew, no suck.
Don't chew, don't suck. Just put it
Step
in there in
3.
your upper lip.
Step 3: enjoy your caffeine kick for approximately 10 to 15 minutes.
If it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to kick in. It's just about like your normal pre-workout. Usually they suggest you take your pre-workout 15 to 30 minutes before you work out. Hey man,
There's still one more
this
step.
hey, this is Slammer approved. Go ahead.
Step number 4, and maybe most important:
Dispose of
dispose of the scoop in a waste compartment
on top of the can.
of the can lid. Do not swallow.
Do not swallow. Boy, that'd make you. They give you a burn in your stomach. You could,
It
you
would remind me-
smell that, couldn't you? When
Yeah.
I open those
Yeah,
up,
very minty.
very minty.
Uh,
Hey, I'm not even kidding, man. If it's Slammer approved, it works. I
wanna
took
try
this
some of that
before I
cola.
worked out. Yeah,
not right now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe on the next road
Yeah.
trip.
but remind me, and I'll bring them with
Okay.
us, and we'll because I'm told
Ice cola.
I'm
I
making
can-
these
I
little
can give you
videos
time.
for them for the Instagram.
Yes. There we go.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for the stars. Hey, send
That's my
stars
great
right
friend.
now.
She is our unofficial sponsor on the Dyken Dude Show. Maybe she can jump
Yeah,
over here.
jump
the
on
unofficial
over.
sponsor for the Slam. The
Yeah,
Broke
we
Show.
need to bring some of your 14,000 followers over here,
know.
man. Get them on the
Our
bandwagon.
page, I feel like, has almost died over there.
So anyway, Scooper Energy, ScooperEnergy.com. Go buy this stuff. I'm partnering with them. Slammer approved. I'm telling you, man, if Slammer
Thumbs
approves
up.
of it, it works. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Get some. Tell them Slammer sent you. All right, man. So anyway, that's
Weekly pickups.
that's my
wrestling. This show, this bro show is all about wrestling.
all
Current
about
wrestling,
wrestling.
retro wrestling, then,
So-
now, forever,
Then now
together,
forever, brother.
Uh,
Uncooked, uncensored, uncut.
that's old school Raw there.
So
all right,
anyway,
Brother Slammer, what have you picked up
Yeah.
this week?
all right.
Get a little bit of glow buried down your gullet
You know,
there.
and we're doing good on time, but I did put us in for a Tony Khan overrun again.
I
So,
see that 10-minute.
and if you're on TikTok, we're TikTok live. Thank you everybody for watching. We got a whole lot of people joining in
So
tonight.
on TikTok, we go like 30 minutes live before we go live on here. So it's almost like a pre-show. We do a pre-show, then we end up doing like a little bit of an after-show on there.
yeah,
And we had a good time tonight.
Yeah.
We've had professional wrestlers join us on the TikTok pre-show.
Adam
before.
Baum. Adam Baum joined us 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I've been waiting for him to
And
pop back up.
I don't know. I mean, I looked through here. I don't.
And not only did he
doesn't
pop
appear.
up on there, he talked to us for like 20 minutes of the time.
Yeah.
Like he went back and forth with us. It was pretty.
Yeah, it's
freaking
pretty
awesome.
cool that Adam
Adam
Baum
Baum.
follows me on there,
Yeah.
you know. So, I was going to say, stars. Send stars. Let's start. We haven't had a good stars party pop up on here in a couple
few
weeks. So, send stars, man. Show us some love, brother. All right. So, anyway, my pickups this week.
Weekly pickup.
Weekly pickups. I went to Ollie's up in Crestwood, Missouri. So, Ollie's is in store. I don't really know if they're new or newer.
No, because I know I've been the one down at Poplar Bluff.
Are
a
they
few years
newer
ago.
to us? Okay. So anyway.
There we go. There we
Maxwell,
go.
thank you, brother.
Maxwell, brother.
Who's the better headbanger? I'm going to say Thrasher because I'm friends with Glenn Ruth on Facebook and Twitter.
Well, I'm gonna
and-
have to go with Mosh then.
Okay. We got a Mosh, I got a Thrasher. And so anyway,
Well done, headbangers.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
Headbangers rule. Real men do wear skirts. I went to Ollie's, man, walking down the toy aisle. Just a random Matt Riddle.
Look at that. So I got to look at this figure
Just
before
all
we
by
started.
himself sitting there for $6. I'll take him.
I want that Pat McAfee. There's a Pat McAfee in that set.
I know. I got the Hogan.
Yeah,
I'd like to find the others.
I need to find that Pat McAfee. Cool thing about this figure, his toenails are
His
painted.
toenails are painted.
And
So
his
are his
fingernails.
fingernails. And he's got a little mushroom tattoo on his side.
So funny.
So anyway, that's a pretty good pickup, I think. I like a fun little pickup that I wouldn't normally get. Then, at the end of the day, let's just go to one more Target. I'd already been to one Target that didn't have anything. Man, I walked down the aisle. I popped like a little bitty kid on the third figure I'm going to show you, but I am so glad I went to this Target because a couple of weeks ago I seen this Booker T and I left it. I didn't get it. Luckily, I mean, I only had 3 figures there anyway, so I'm very fortunate that I picked up this Booker T.
King
Booker! Man, that is awesome. If you do not have this figure and you are a Booker T fan, you better find this one because it rules.
That's a good looking figure.
It is. That's great.
Kiss the ring, King Booker.
When I heard this next figure was coming out, I said, I have got to have this one. So I was pretty pumped, man. And I will say this.
This is an 80s throwback right here.
I seen this guy wrestle at the Kill Center in St. Louis, the old Checker Dome Kill Center before they moved down the street to the new building. I seen this dude wrestle Tito Santana. Tito's a pretty big boy.
Arriba!
Oh, 1 second. Let me keep this going here. Oh,
Trying to keep the tic tac going over here. As the kids call it nowadays.
the ticky tack.
The ticky tack.
Ah, dang it.
He's messing it up over here.
There we go, verified. All right. So anyway, this is the biggest dude I have ever seen. I seen the Giant Gonzalez, and the Giant Gonzalez was a big guy. My God, man, I seen the Warlord in action.
It's such a cool figure.
Dude was so big, and it was during this era.
He had one of my favorite
Warlord.
Hasbro figures too.
Yeah,
You got the?
I don't,
Oh.
but and I just like the Warlord just in general. That's one of them guys I gotta. When he's somewhere, I've got to go get a picture with him and the Barbarian at some point.
Mr. Herb Simmons may end up bringing him in.
Herb
Herb brings in all those big guys like that.
I am
especially the 80s.
any gigantic guy. Number one, I've always been a fan of the bigger,
That's
more.
a cool figure.
That is a toyetic figure
That is
right
very-
there, brother. But man,
And
when I
last,
walk
but not least.
in the toy aisle, anytime I see a figure like this, because they're usually as soon as this one's in, they're gone. This is my second favorite wrestler of all time. You know who it is already.
Dun,
The Ultimate Warrior
dun,
with
dun.
the Intercontinental Championship.
That's a good looking belt on there too.
Yeah, it is. This is
This is from like the 88, late 80s.
this
Era.
is the
This is
WrestleMania
early-
5-ish,
Yeah.
87, 88.
This is an early version of the Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior rules. All you people that hate on the Warrior, go home. Warrior rules.
Hogan's rules. Is that what you're
Hogan
saying?
rules. Warrior rules.
So
The bigger they are, the more awesome they are, brother.
I have a couple weekly pickups. I have been dying to open up my boxes I got in the mail. And Maxwell, I hope you're still here, brother. This one's going for you. This one's going for me. We're gonna be headbanging night and day, brother. And then we can do. Oh baby.
Oh, you haven't seen this yet.
No.
Oh, this is.
Oh baby, look at this.
Yeah.
I brought this and I wore my headbanger, my old school headbanger T-shirt, just because I knew I was going to be finally opening this. I've been sitting on this since last Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
I got this the following day after we did the bro show last week.
So
I've been dying to open this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Check that out, brand new.
That's
And-
from the Mattel Creations too, right? Is it on Ringside too now?
I think so.
Hey,
I
Ringside.
brought my originals just to do a little comparison.
what
The
a
old
difference.
school Jax figures to the new Mattel figures. Look at that.
Well, them
I love it.
old school Jacks are pretty cool.
Dude,
Though.
I love old school Jax figures.
But yeah, these are.
I am such a Jax figure collector.
Did you use code Major for discount at the end?
Well, I got it from Mattel Creations. So
Oh, you got Mattel Creations.
Yeah. I bought this first day that they went on. I was actually at work that day. I ran to the restroom
Huh?
and jumped on my phone to order this. 'Cause I was afraid it was going to sell out like instantly. You know, because you never know.
You never know.
And I think they're still available on there. But man, this is like my favorite era of WWF. I love the 96, 97, 98 era. It's kind of like the end of the new generation into the Attitude Era. I love that kind of mixture with like them. Let's see, LOD was in there.
Yeah.
The Godwins was in it at this point. Like, it's such like the cartoony tag team and tag team type wrestlers, the cartoony wrestlers going into those attitude type wrestlers.
Adam Bomb has joined.
Adam Bomb, I'm glad you're here.
Welcome along, Adam Bomb, brother.
Adam Bomb has joined the chat.
Maxwell, I do not know why people hate on the Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior is awesome. He's always been awesome. Will always be awesome. People just hate to hate. People.
Mr. Brian Clark, I am so glad you joined us. I am opening up my mail that I have ordered, and you couldn't have joined at a more perfect time, my friend. You will not believe what I have in store. After talking with you 2 weeks ago on here, I found one. The one and only.
Yeah.
Adam Bomb. Because, again, I'm a big Jax.
I
love it.
That
Bone crushing
rule.
action. This is the bone crushing action. Now I just need to find Mr. Brian Clark and have him autograph this to me. I freaking love it.
That's awesome.
This is my first time
he's
seeing
got
it.
glasses on.
This is my first time seeing it because I'm just opening up the box. Check that out. Adam Bomb. Oh,
That's
like I said,
good.
favorite era of WWF.
Yep.
He couldn't have joined us at the more perfect time.
Yeah. Wow.
And I have one more figure in the box to open.
One more figure in the box.
That was kind of the coup de grace of the two.
You could probably send that to him.
I want to meet him. I want to
Yeah.
meet Brian Clark. And my other one.
I'm not quite sure where he's at. But yeah.
Hopefully not in the Florida area. If he is, stay safe, brother. And last but not least.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, look at the package.
Oh,
Look.
no. You know what? You could probably get some of that.
Yeah.
I got some. I don't know if it still had it, but they got that little gluish stuff you can put on.
But I
there.
also added the Blue Meanie. Look
the
at
blue
this.
meanie.
Looks like the old WWF Jax figures from 1998, 1997, 1996.
Cool, man.
I love these
Blue Meanie.
crushing action figures. This is actually the variant. I was like, I need the BWO shirt because the other one just said Blue Meanie on a shirt.
Yep.
This was the limited edition variant one. I'm like, I got to go with the BWO one.
I need a Blue World Order shirt, just in general.
That would be awesome.
Tim Menville says Adam Bomb lives in Arizona.
Oh, so you
Tim would know.
Good and safe.
Good and safe. Good and safe in the desert. Not a lot going on in the desert, but heat. Big Nasty, what's up, brother?
Is Brian Clark still with us?
It says he's joined.
Since he's here and
So-
he joined us a couple weeks ago, I've been waiting. Perfect timing for that figure to come in.
Heck yeah.
I had to bring a couple of my Brian Clark magazines. I kept going on and on when he joined us, how I was a big fan. So I've been holding on to these since he joined us. The WCW Chronic cover.
Okay, I don't have that magazine.
Yeah, that's one of the later
One of
ones.
the later ones. Now that I have.
And then the classic Adam Bomb WWF magazine.
Yeah.
But man, I was a huge Chronic fan. Of
Always liked it when he
WCW.
came out and he had a mouth full of red.
He'd stick his tongue out.
Stick his tongue out.
Yes.
Man, that 3 Mile Island
So
really
thank you
did
for
a
joining
number
us,
on him.
sir.
Thank you for joining, brother.
Perfect timing.
Ryan, what's up? What's up, Adam Bomb, brother? If you've been watching, Mookie just now opened. Show him your figure
Oh.
again. I'm not quite sure if he's seen it. He joined, but he's actually what's up, Slammer. So this is what Mookie
Right
just
here.
got.
Just got it in the mail.
Just opened it live here on our broadcast.
So happy.
So happy. That's such an awesome figure. And he brought a couple magazines too because we had talked to you about magazines. He had the
Chronic.
last WCW magazine that you were on.
And then the classic.
The classic.
Adam Bomb.
Yeah, he
been-
said awesome.
Been waiting for you to show up,
Yeah,
brother.
welcome aboard, brother.
As we said 2 weeks ago, I'm a huge fan.
We are. We're Adam Bomb fans. We need the little footballs, the little Adam
Yes.
Bomb footballs. We need
Yes.
to get the glasses.
I would love
We
to
need-
have those glasses. Remember, he had the Bret Hart type glasses at the merch stands. I was always too poor as a kid to get something like that. I was lucky to go to the shows. But man, I always wanted those Adam Bomb Bret Hart glasses.
Yeah. I got
Great.
I've got 2 pair of Bret Hart glasses, but I don't have the Adam Bomb glasses.
I think the Adam Bombs are kind of rare to get anyway.
I don't even remember ever seeing them.
I do.
I remember seeing
I
them
do.
in the. I think they was in the catalog.
Yeah.
But I don't recall.
I remember seeing a kid wearing them at a show, and I was like, those are amazing. I don't necessarily remember them at the stand, but I do remember seeing a kid wear them. And I was like, that is amazing. I love it.
I have to dig in. He appreciates the love.
Yes.
I need to get in the old photos somewhere. I've got pictures at the old Kill Center. The new, when didn't they call it the Kill Center when they first opened
Yeah.
the new one?
Yeah.
I've seen Adam Bomb wrestle a few times. Gosh, dang it. Big fan, Adam. Big Brian Clark, Adam Bomb fans right here, man.
Carry on.
Carry on, my wayward son. So anyway, that was the pickups of the week. That
What a heck of a turnout for that.
Yeah, wow. How cool is that? If you're live on here right now, the Adam Bomb himself has joined us on TikTok. So if you're not on TikTok, you need to get on there. Follow Brian Clark, Adam Bomb on there. Follow Slammer. Follow. Send stars. We've got stars being sent. Maxwell sent some stars a minute ago. Rachel did. Paul did. Thank you guys for all the love and support.
Rachel says she's got to go.
Gotta go.
She just want to stop in and say hi.
Hey, thank you.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it.
Miss you, girl. She is a wonderful, wonderful woman.
Even if you just pop on here for a minute, just thank you for joining in. You know,
and Uncle Larry Hargrove.
Larry.
Yo, bros, he says.
You would know what's funny. So me and Paige are heading up to St. Louis last night. We're on 55, and a car gets right up beside us, and somebody waves. Well, we couldn't tell who it was, and Paige is like, somebody knows you. It's like, yeah, it's all right, you know. Well, they get back up there and wave again. I waved. I'm like, man, it looks familiar. I can't tell who it is. Paige gets a message. It's Larry. Larry was beside it. Larry works in DeSoto. I told her, she's like, I thought he lived out by Scotty Z.
No,
he works in DeSoto. He just lives over in Illinois.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was pretty cool, man. See Larry it's always cool to see somebody where you don't normally see them.
That's really cool.
So yeah, Monday Night Raw was a good time last night. We had good seats. Got to see you. Like I said, I don't know if we talked about this on here or not. I didn't know it was going to be 2 episodes, so I seen the live episode. Then they showed. Then we was there for the taping of the next show, and then after it went off, Cody did a whole thing there at the end. It was pretty cool.
I've seen pictures from some of my friends that were there. He's like holding up a kid.
Yeah,
I guess
he took his tie off, and he goes, "I'm gonna autograph this tie, and I'm gonna give it to the loudest person here." And he brought this little kid up in a little Cody, like a homemade Cody jacket, and he started to tie it. He tied it all backwards because I was like, I went to a couple weddings. I always have the hardest time tying ties. I told Paige, I said, wish he'd pick me and show me how to tie a tie because I can never remember. I can never remember how to tie a tie.
I don't know how to tie a tie.
I managed somehow to tie it but
I know you have to hold it. You're like flipping it through.
It's a pain. Under. Yes, we are in Missouri, brother. We're about 60 miles.
About an hour south of St. Louis.
We're 72 miles south of St. Louis. About an hour and 10 minutes. Speaking of St. Louis, this Saturday night, October the 12th, the historic South Broadway Athletic Club, MMWA Wrestling. It's a nightmare on 7th Street.
Dress accordingly.
I would wear a Slammer costume. If you show up in a Slammer costume, I'll give you a signed 8x10.
Ooh, I like that.
So, show up. Wear your Slammer gear. Come see Slammer. If you dress up full Slammer, man, I'm talking boots, trunks, shirt, glasses, bandana. You come like Justin Day did at CCW a couple years ago. I will give you a signed 8x10. We'll get some pictures taken. It'll be awesome. But main thing is, show up. Get yourself a table. I don't know if there's still any tickets or not, but I want to see you guys there Saturday night. Me and Dr. Dallas Stevens go one-on-one again. I got some unfinished business to tend to with him. Like I said, man, Dr. Slam is going to give him a back adjustment with the big body slam. I'm going to reconstruct his face with the big boot. And then I'm going to put him out of his misery with the big atomic leg drop.
Please do.
So, you better bring in some extra security, Anthony Castaldi, because a matter of fact, there's going to be coffins at ringside.
Oh.
All matches can use the coffins. So I may lay the doctor to rest this Saturday night.
I like the sound of this.
If you're not fired up right now, I don't know how you couldn't be. Saturday night, you show up. I will have that place rocking. Slammer, slammer, slammer. And I'm gonna put the boots to Dr. Dallas, brother. You better believe it.
You need to get your Paul Bearer out there. Oh, Dr. Decadence.
Maxwell, brother, I'm not the main event, so I put me on first. Put me right out there, man. You want to get that place rocking?
We'll get that show
Put
rocking.
me out there, and I'll take care of Dr. Dallas right away, man. I'm gonna have that historic South Broadway Athletic Club, dude. It's gonna be hanging
It's
and
gonna rise
banging.
from the dead.
Dude, I can feel it right now, dude. I'm so fired up right now. I'm ready to have that match right now.
Hey, time out. Take a breath.
Woo!
I'm
Buddy, I tell you what,
sitting here next to you, and I'm the only
I'm
person
going
that's in
to,
this
brother.
room. I don't need you taking it out on me.
Hey, man, you're the closest thing I ever.
That's what I'm saying.
It's either you or the Kane Bop bag.
You get the blow of Kane over here. Take it out on Kane.
Woo!
He is the brother of the Undertaker, apparently. So, let's get one topic before we get out of here. Let you take a little breather for a second.
Buddy, I'm getting into drinking my
can tell.
Glowberry
I
here.
can tell. Let's say the old wife. You're out of town. You're at a wrestling show. The old wife calls you, says, "Hey, honey, my car broke down. I ran out to the city. The car broke down. I'm here using the payphone at a biker bar." And you're like, "What?
What?
I'm in here having a good time. These bikers are buying me drinks."
What?
And you're like, "I need to come rescue my wife from a big biker bar." What two wrestlers, current, past, or future, are you going to go grab to go pull that wife of yours out of that stinking biker bar?
Number one, I'm grabbing Adam Bomb.
I like it.
Buddy, Adam Bomb walks in there. That whole place, they're going to see his.
Him.
They're going. There's not contacts, man. He was from 3 Mile Island, man. He is radioactive. That dude's going to walk in there, and those bikers, their bikes are going to melt. The bikes will melt, and you know, if I'm bringing Adam Bomb with me, I'm being Big Man Crush too.
Oh, Kona Crush? Or I'll go
I'm
Biker
bringing-
Crush.
No, dude.
I'll go APA.
Okay, okay.
DOA Crush.
We'll bring DOA Crush.
There you go.
But it could be the original Kona Crush too, because whatever is left after all that melting goes down, he's gonna grab them by their skulls and crush them, and we'll pull Heather out of there safe and sound, and all is good with the world. Me and the Chronic are going in,
That would be awesome.
and dang, man, let's go. Let's go to a biker bar with the Chronic right now, man.
Let's see. Uncle Scott says he'd take APA with him. Maxwell says he'd grab Brock Lesnar. You can't ever go wrong with Brock Lesnar. APA, they might not even care that the old wife's in there. They probably belly up to the bar, grab a couple of brewskis.
Larry Hargo, Harley and Ming. That's a pretty good.
That's
I'm pretty sure all the back, like Adam Bomb walking in, everybody just melting from radioactivity. Harley and Ming walk in, everybody's going to take a couple steps
parts,
back.
the
The
C
C
parts,
parts, man.
The C parts, and there's Heather straight ahead. Going, "Hey, honey."
And I can hear Harley now in just that low voice. Y'all better move on out of the way. I didn't get that good, but you know how he would sound.
Alex Eaton says he would choose The Undertaker.
Whoa, he also says Mark Henry here.
Mark Henry?
Mark Henry and Undertaker.
Maxwell says he would grab Mookie.
Bro Mookie.
Hey, I did do security at the hospital for 8 years.
You
I
did.
know how to move and shake a little bit. It may not look like it.
He'll walk in like Paul Blart Mall Cop. Walking in, he's like, "I am Parkland Security."
I don't think I like
Brother.
that comment. I heard that comment a lot, and I heard it enough. And I swear to God, I'm not going to hear it again.
I just picture
Especially
you
from you.
when they had the little divider things. He walks around it.
I love when he's in the ball pit and he's got this cruiser that comes floating up on the. That's what I picture.
Ah, shoot!
Put it over the Paul Blart comments.
I didn't say it.
Let's see. Randy says he would pick Goldberg. Man, Goldberg, he would just headbutt the door. You imagine
He'd
being
be bleeding.
Imagine
Hit button bleed.
being in the bar and all of a sudden, boom, and the door opens up and you see Goldberg there.
Does his music play and fireworks shoot off when he
That'd
walks
be
through
awesome.
too?
Goldberg would be out there with sparklers, him and Blue Meanie.
A lot of Goldberg chants too last night when Gunther came out, and I was like,
It's so funny because last time I believe St. Louis booed when they brought up Goldberg.
yeah, it's one of those things. He hasn't been seen in a while.
How can you miss him if he hasn't gone
if
away?
You can't miss somebody if they don't go away. That's right.
Goldberg gets a lot of hate from current people, current fans, the social media. If you didn't live during the Goldberg era,
Adam Bomb like your Paul Bearer impersonation.
dude, I used to practice Paul Bearer all the time.
Yes.
But Yeah, if you didn't live during the Goldberg era, like WCW, especially WCW Goldberg, my God, what a magical time. I don't know if you agree with that, but I know you're more of the WWF guy. I went back and forth, and man, Goldberg, that Goldberg era of 1998, 1999, unbelievable.
I mean,
I remember watching his debut against Hugh Morris, and I can still remember the date. September 22nd, 1997, on Monday Nitro. And I can remember immediately after his match went off the air, I called my best friend in high school at the time, Travis Ames. I said, "Did you see that Goldberg? He's going to be something." And Travis, to this day, never forgot me calling him that day and saying, Kyle was a Goldberg fan from day one.
Well, you are the number one fan. Wasn't he wrestling dark matches under the name Bill Gold?
Oh, that I don't know.
And you call yourself a Goldberg? Get out!
I'm a television fan, not a dark match fan.
I think when they started doing matches with him, I think he was going under the name Bill Gold.
Really?
Just Gold.
I'm glad they
Bill
fixed
Gold.
it. I'm glad they fixed it.
It was much better being Gold. I don't dislike him, but I was never, because he was fighting Hogan, and I'm just a Hogan
it took a while, but man, what a build up for that! What a whole that whole Atlanta, Georgia dome being at the dome.
Yep.
That whole build up for that. But I should take that back. There wasn't even a build up for it. It was just like that Monday, bam, Goldberg's getting the title shot if he gets past Scott Hall. And this Scott Hall match was actually really good at the beginning of the show. And then he faces Hogan at the end.
I mean, I did enjoy. I honestly did enjoy his matches though, because his matches lasted like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I just like a quick match.
But I mean, he
As
fought a lot
as he should have been.
He fought a lot of the same guys like the Mings, the Jerry Flynn's, the
Jerry Flynn.
Man, I used to love Jerry Flynn with his mohawk
mullet.
mullet.
Then he kind of have some baggier type trunks and stuff.
Karate
pants
like Steve Blackman.
Yeah.
Did. Yeah. Jerry Flynn. He was
Jerry
one of my
Flynn
favorites
and Jerry Lynn. That's probably why they put Mad Jerry Lynn Mr. JL. Got two guys from kind of the same name.
Maybe.
It's like you are a Power Ranger.
Larry says Gilbert. I know he's making fun of Goldberg right now, but I'm going to say he wants to take Gilbert to the Barker Bar.
I will say this. Last night, they do the whole show us your signs thing.
Uh-huh.
And luckily, not a lot of people bring signs like they used to.
Yeah.
Somebody had a sign that said Gilbert, and they were like,
yes,
about,
they showed that on
dude,
TV.
I tell you what, man, they said Gilbert, and that place came unglued, and everybody's going yelling Gilbert. I was like, I am so glad that this is living on.
That's awesome.
So, Dwayne Gill is still living out there. And
I remember Goldberg apparently
iconic,
hated that gimmick too.
I remember, I think it was that Survivor Series I was at in '98.
Yeah, that's when he debuted.
He came out as
Wait,
Dwayne Gill.
Yeah, I was going to say he wasn't Gilbert.
They're like,
then.
we got a special. And everybody's like,
Mick Foley's.
okay. And they're like, Dwayne Gill. And everybody's like, Dwayne Gill? Are they talking about the guy that always loses on TV?
Remember he had the super long
But
mullet?
everybody knew who he was.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. It's like,
he was Mick Foley's mystery opponent.
He was Mick Foley's mystery opponent because they was trying to make it to where Mankind was gonna win.
Uncle Scott says, I could just show up. I have a history of heroic rescues. Ask Paige about Branson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. That sucked. If Scott just so happened to be in Branson when Paige was, and her battery died.
Oh, okay.
And she ended up. She called the roadside assistance, and the dude was kind of creepy. And anyway, Uncle Scott to the rescue, took care of her battery. It was one of those things where we was getting ready to drive to Branson, and she's like, I think Scott's in Branson, and she called Scott.
Yeah,
and
Scott. You just got to her. You're Uncle Scott.
Uncle Scott was there pretty quick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Maxwell wants to know: Are either one of you two UFC fans?
The old UFC
That's
when it was unruly.
Well, I watched it like when they started doing the reality fight show. What was the? I almost said American Top Model. Was it tough? It wasn't Tough Enough. What was the name of the UFC?
Oh, the Ultimate Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah,
I love that. With like Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner. That's first season.
That's when
I watched a few of those seasons.
That's when UFC really took off, man. When they started doing that
was really
show.
pushing them, and that's when Raw was on Spike, I believe. Also, Larry Hargrove said, "Dude was insane." He must be talking about Gilbert. I'm not sure.
Adam Baum said Eric Bischoff wanted to call Goldberg Brick.
Just Brick?
Brick, just.
I mean, that sounds cool, but Could you imagine just being known as Brick?
Coming down the aisle, weighing 300 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Brick.
You imagine if the fans hated him, what they would call him instead of Brick.
Brick, yeah.
So it's probably a good thing that they didn't go with Brick.
Yeah, I guess, you got to be careful what you name people because it could come back
It could backfire.
big old backfire on you.
I think we're right about on time, boys.
Are we right about on time?
It's about 5 after, so we're rolling.
All right. So anyway,
Thank everybody for joining us tonight.
Yeah, man,
Thank everybody for joining us.
It's been a good time,
on
man.
TikTok tonight.
Thank you to our star senders, Paul Hester, Maxwell Rain. I always mess his last name up.
Brother Max.
Brother Max.
Maxwell.
And Rachel. Rachel was our other star sender. Thank you guys for sending the stars. Thank you for all the love. Somebody get slammed for another drink. I know, man. I'm out.
Mine's empty too. Mine emptied about 5 minutes
I know.
ago.
We're finished up. I'm gonna go upstairs. Rain Narrow. Sorry, Max. I know I can't talk right now. I'm all fired up, man. I hope to see you Saturday night because I'm pumped, man, for this wrestling match Saturday night.
Unfortunately, I won't be there. I gotta work. I gotta do my work.
Everybody say boo to Mookie. Boo. Boo.
I'm sorry. Going to wrestling shows doesn't pay my bills. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I have a real job, unfortunately.
Boo, Mookie.
I gotta have a real job to buy action figures.
Boo, Mookie. Anyway, thank you for joining here on the Slammer page. Catch me on my other page, Chris Slammer. Still don't know why they make me say Chris.
Government name.
Instagram, Chris_Slammer. Go get yourself some Scooper Energy. Tell them Slammer sent you, man.
Scooper Energy.
Tell them Slammer sent you. ScooperEnergy.com. Follow them on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Chris_Slammer. X, Twitter. Excuse me. At MaxGym, MacsGym. I'm on the TikTok, man. If you have TikTok, you're missing out on the pre-show and after show, man.
Those kids and Adam Bomb are all about the TikTok.
That's right, man. At Slammermania, get on there, man. Follow me on there. I do stuff on there. So anyway, get on there, follow me, and I'll do some live stuff on there. ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. Get yourself the Slammer t-shirt. Or, heck, if you want to buy something, send me a message. I'll send you something. We can Venmo me, PayPal, whatever. We can send you something. Or the best way, show up at a wrestling event I'm at this Saturday night. MMWA, South Broadway Athletic Club, 7 o'clock. Slammer, Dr. Decadence, Dallas Stevens. Coffin match, man. It's a Nightmare on 7th Street. Buy some merch. Me, Heather, and Paige will be there. Paige will be running wild, ring announcing all the matches. She'll be saying your winner, Slammer. We'll be at the merch table. Come buy something from me. The next Saturday, October 19th, we'll talk about it more next week. Dynamo Pro Wrestling in Farmington, Missouri.
Hometown boy.
I may be from Venice Beach, but by way of Farmington, I'm here at my house in Farmington right now. I'm not in Venice right now. I'm at my house in Farmington.
We got hurricanes coming in.
Hurricanes coming in. Well, Venice is in California.
My bad.
But there is a Venice, Florida, by the way.
Okay, I thought so.
Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, Dynamo Pro will be running wild at the Farmington Coliseum here in Farmington, Missouri. If you didn't know, now you know. Go to Ticket Leap. Buy your tickets now. I don't know if they're going to give me some tickets to sell or not. But anyway, you know about it. I'll see you there. Where can they find you, bro, Mookie?
You can find me right here every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central on Slammer's Facebook page. You can see my beautiful face. You can pinch his beautiful cheeks. We were here every Saturday, every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night here at 8 p.m. Or you can catch us on Slammer's TikTok at 7:30 every Tuesday evening for the pre-show, during the live show, and even a little bit of the after show. Or you can find me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet, or on my other Facebook page, The Diecut Dudes. We're over 14,000 followers strong.
And if you're following on there and you don't follow the Slammer page right now, do it now, man.
Or back and forth.
Hey, share this live right now, man. Let people know.
Hit that share button.
Share it. My brother will be there next week. All right, Scott. Uncle Scott will be in the house.
Uncle Scott.
Come meet Bro Scott this next Saturday night. Get a picture with him.
I'm going to hold up a sign in the crowd that says Uncle Scott.
Hold it right in front of somebody's face, too, so they can't see the wrestling match. That'd
Wherever
be awesome.
Paige is sitting, I'm a seat in front of her.
I'm a seat in front of her. Slammer.
Uncle Scott.
And
I'm having a little blower.
All right, man. So anyway, that ends this episode 17. Episode 17 of the Bro Show.
Wow.
Catch us next Tuesday,
8 p.m.
8
Central.
p.m. Central Time for episode 18.
Right here, on the TikTok, on the Facebook. We will see you live and in living color this time next Tuesday. Good night.
What you gonna do when the Bro Show runs wild?